can't calm down after going outside, that means we can't go outside. So please keep that in mind if you are acting the way that you were acting. Okay, so today we're going to start our Thanksgiving writing assignment. This is what we'll put in the hall. So you should be open to a clean page in your Writer's Workshop notebook. And then go ahead and write the date at the top. So what you're going to be doing is you are going to be writing what you are thankful for in paragraph form. I'll show you how to do that. You're going to start with one thing. If you finish that one and there's still time today, you'll do a second. If you finish a paragraph about the second thing and you still have time, you'll do a third, because I am not conferencing with anybody today. I will start conferencing during grammar on Wednesday. So after lunch on Wednesday, that is when I will start conferencing. That means up until Wednesday, you'll keep, sorry, please don't do that. Up until Wednesday, you'll keep writing your paragraphs. So what we're going to do is, next to the date, you're going to write the title Thankfulness Paragraphs. And then you should also have the date. You should already have the date, so now you're just adding the title, Thankfulness Paragraph. Paragraphs. Thankfulness is spelled Thankfulness. Remember, it's the name, it's a title, so the first letter is capitalized. And then paragraphs is capital P-A-R-A-G-R-A-P-H-S. Thankfulness Paragraph. Heads up, please. Okay, so each of your paragraphs is going to be at least 5 sentences and at most 7 sentences. No less than 5 sentences, no more than 7. Why is that out, Kingston? Should it be out? That should have already been taken care of before we started this. Okay, so I'm going to tell you what each of those sentences is going to be about. And you know how to write a sentence. If you don't, well, then you need to go do some IXLs on complete sentences tonight. So, paragraphs. So put a dot on the pink line. What is a paragraph? Well, paragraphs are, take off the S off of paragraphs because we're just talking about one. A paragraph is a group of 5 to 7 sentences that are all about the same topic. So a paragraph is a group of 5 to 7 sentences that are all about the same topic. So your paragraph will not be about 3 or 4 different things. It's all going to be about the same thing. Okay, I'll give everybody a second to finish that, and then I'm going to tell you what each paragraph is going to say. So go underneath, put some space between the pink line and your little dash. And first, sentence 1. Since we're doing paragraphs about what we're thankful for, sentence 1 will answer the question, what are you thankful for? So since we're writing paragraphs about what we're thankful for Thanksgiving, sentence 1 will answer the question, what are you thankful for? In complete sentences. Capital letter at the beginning, subject and predicate, and punctuation at the end. Remember not to start with a connecting word like and or but or one of those connecting, those are the conjunctions, or a connecting word like because or when or as soon as or since. So sentence 1 will answer the question, what are you thankful for? Go underneath sentence 1. We're just going to use S instead of the word sentence, but the word S means sentence, so sentence 2 answers the question, what is one and only one reason you are thankful for it, whatever that thing is. So sentence 2 answers the question, what is one reason you are thankful for it, whatever you said in sentence 1. Sentence 3 is a second reason you're thankful for it. So sentence 3 is a second reason. So you name only one, but you name a second reason you're thankful for what you said in sentence 1. Sentence 4 is a third reason. So sentence 4 answers the question, what is a third reason you're thankful for it? And then sentence 5 you say what you're thankful for in a different way. So, sentence 5 says the same thing as sentence 1, just in different words. So does everybody understand that sentence 5 says the exact same thing as sentence 1 in different words? You're not going to, sentence 1 and sentence 5 are not going to be the same exact sentence. But it's going to say the same thing, just with different words. Does everybody understand what I mean by that? I'll do an example paragraph, okay? As soon as we're done with this. Now here, I want you to draw a line, an arrow, between sentence 4 and sentence 5, and then have it come down because, like I said, sentences could be 5 to 7. This is a 5-sentence paragraph. But you can you see this at home, girls? Yeah. You can add 1 or 2 more reasons you are thankful here. So if you want to, between sentence 4 and sentence 5, so before you say what you're thankful for in a different way, you can add 1 or 2 more sentences with reasons you're thankful. You do not have to, You cannot add any more than 2. So does everybody understand what these things mean? I'll say it one more time. Sentence 1 will answer the question, what are you thankful for? Sentence 2 will answer the question, what is one reason you are thankful for that thing or that person or that whatever, that place, whatever. Sentence 3 will be a second reason you're thankful for that thing. Sentence 4 will be a third reason you're thankful for that thing. And then you can either add 1 or 2 more sentences with reasons why you're thankful, or you can stop and say what you're thankful for again in a different way. Now, each of these paragraphs, this is one whole paragraph. Each of these paragraphs is only going to be about one thing you are thankful for. A person, a place, a thing, a feeling, whatever. And then each sentence after, between sentence 1 and the last sentence, will be one reason. Don't try to fit 2 reasons into one sentence. Does everybody understand? Okay. So I'm going to think of a sample paragraph really quick. I'm not going to write about what I'm thankful for because I don't want you to just copy exactly what I said, just replace it with different words. Okay, I'll give everybody a second to finish writing, to finish copying the notes. So, a sample paragraph. Well, I know I'm going to start with what my whole paragraph is about. When we're doing thankfulness paragraphs, our first sentence is about what we're thankful for. So, somebody give me something to write a paragraph about, other than being thankful. Victoria.
A Thanksgiving dinner.
A Thanksgiving dinner. Okay, cool. That's a good one. Let's see. My first sentence is about what my paragraph's going to be about. Victoria gave me the topic, Thanksgiving dinner. You don't have to write this. Favorite meal of the year is Thanksgiving dinner. So now you know this is what my paragraph is going to be about. The next 3 sentences are going to be why it's my favorite meal of the year. My last sentence is going to be saying this again in different words. So, sentence 2. One thing about this. Well, no, I'm not going to put one reason because that gets boring. And I don't want to read one reason is this, one reason is this. I want you to be more creative. Mashed potatoes are my favorite food, comma, and we eat a lot of them on Thanksgiving. So there's my second sentence. Sentence 2. One reason that my favorite meal of the year is Thanksgiving dinner. Now I need my third sentence, which is another reason, a second reason. My family comes from all over to eat with us, period. So there's my second reason. My third sentence is my second reason. My family comes from all over to eat with us. Yes, Sadie, quickly.
I'm kind of confused because lined up, but the first one is open.
I'll talk about that later. Just keep that, just pay attention to that, but hold on. So there's my second reason. I've got 1, 2, 3 sentences. One sentence that tells me what the whole paragraph is about. The next sentence that tells me one reason why I'm writing about that. The next sentence that tells me a second reason why I'm writing about that. Now I need a third reason to write about that. I also really love to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade while I cook the dinner. Period. So there's my third reason. My 4 sentences, the first one tells me what I'm writing about. The second one tells me one reason why I'm writing about that. The third one tells me a second reason I'm writing about that. The fourth one tells me a third reason I'm writing about that. Now, the last sentence, I could add 2 more reasons why I'm writing about that. But since I'm sampling it, since I'm modeling it for you guys, I'm just going to go ahead and write my last sentence, which is where I say what I'm thankful for. I say my first sentence in different words. So I'm not going to rewrite my favorite meal of the year is Thanksgiving dinner. I'm not going to rewrite that because I want to say something similar in different ways. And if I said the same sentence twice, that'd be kind of boring, right? You're not finding anything new out. So I'm going to say, Thanksgiving is the best day of the year. Everybody needs to sit up and pay attention. I'm not just doing this just to hear my own voice. This is to help you. If you're not going to use it to help you, well, I can't force you. But at least look like you're using it to help you. Okay, so I've got my 5 sentences. I'm going to check for my 5 periods. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. First sentence, what is my paragraph about? My favorite meal of the year is Thanksgiving dinner. So I know this paragraph is going to be all about Thanksgiving dinner. Sentence 2, one reason I'm writing about it. Mashed potatoes are my favorite food, and we eat a lot of them on Thanksgiving. Okay? Sentence 3, a second reason I'm writing about this. My family comes from all over to eat with us. That's another reason it's my favorite. Sentence 4, a third reason that I'm writing about this thing. I also really love to watch the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade while I cook the dinner. And then the last sentence says something very similar to my first sentence, just in different words. Thanksgiving is the best day of the year. Notice, okay, so Zadie, notice this. When you write a paragraph, your first line is indented. Indented means there's a space between the pink line and where your words start. So does everybody see why I always need you to start on the pink line whenever you're writing? Because now that you're going to start writing paragraphs, your first line is always indented. So you put about 2 finger spaces between the pink line and your first word. Now that is only for the first line. That's how when you're reading, you understand, oh, so this starts a new paragraph. Because now that I'm finished with this paragraph, if I'm going on to a second, I'm going to leave all of this space blank. I'm just going to go 1 line down. I'm not going to skip a line between paragraphs. Do you notice how writers don't do that in books? They don't skip lines between paragraphs unless there's like a big time jump or something. Well, you're not going to do that either. If you get to your second paragraph, you're just going to go directly to the next line, put 2 finger spaces, or 3, but no more than 3 finger spaces, no less than 2, no more than 3, and you're going to start your next paragraph. Then, Only your first line is indented. The rest of them start right along the pink line. So here's the pink line. Okay? So now that you've seen a sample one written, you should have an idea of what to do. What you need to do first is you need to pre-write. So in the space that you have left, you can pre-write. Or if you want to start on the next page. Actually, yeah, start on the next page because I want you to save room if you need to pre-write more paragraphs. Because you're only going to start with one. But you're not going to stop the paragraph, then pre-write your second paragraph, then do your second paragraph. Hold on, Zadie. Please let me finish because I may answer your question. I may not, then you can raise your hand. But I'm not finished, so I may. When you pre-write, it's kind of like before, except you're not thinking of characters. You're thinking of what you're thankful for. You're going to write, okay, you cannot write about this. I'm going to say I'm thankful about mashed potatoes. I'm going to erase this and kind of do my pre-writing here. So this is what pre-writing looks like. I'm going to think of what I'm thankful for. Well, here's my first thing I'm thankful for, and it is mashed potatoes. Now I'm going to think of 3 reasons why I'm thankful. They're buttery. They're filling. They're tasty. Okay? But you're going to go into a little more detail than that, just a little. Then, actually, I want you to go ahead and think pre-write for 3. Just pre-write planning for 3. If you don't get to 3, that's okay. But I want you to go ahead. So now, the second thing I'm thankful for, October. I'm thankful for the month of October. Halloween happens, which I would be sure to mention why, like Halloween's my favorite holiday or something. My second reason I'm thankful, candy. Third reason I'm thankful, fall break. And now I'm going to think of my third thing, my dog. No, I don't want to write about anything that I think you guys might pick. It has to be something, you can't tell me because I have to think of what I'm thankful for. My job. Because I get money. I get to work with people instead of things. It's boring for me to work with things. I used to sell things and it was very boring to me. So I get to work with people instead of things, and I get summers off. So that's what pre-writing looks like. Except I want you to put slightly more detail than this. But remember, you don't have to write full sentences because that's the whole point of the assignment. So I want you to go ahead and pre-write 3 things that you are thankful for. So think of the thing, think of 3 reasons why you're thankful for it, for 3 different items, and then you can start your paragraph. Remember, complete sentences, no fragments, no run-ons. I want you to get out your grammar notebook while you do this so that you have it, not right now, so that you have it to check back, because I'm looking for commas in the correct places. I'm looking for common and proper nouns to be capitalized correctly. Do not randomly capitalize. Do not forget to capitalize proper nouns. I'm looking for correct plural, the correct plural forms of words. If you have a plural noun, it needs to be written correctly. If you have a possessive noun, this is something new from Halloween because we hadn't learned about possessive nouns yet. So possessive nouns need to be written correctly. What else? Of course, and then of course everything we've already talked about. So the new thing since Halloween is I'm looking for correct plural forms and I'm looking for correct possessive forms. Everything else is the same. Capital letter at the beginning, end punctuation at the end, complete sentences, subject, predicate, not starting with a connecting word or a conjunction, no fragments, no run-ons, common and proper nouns are written correctly, no random capitalization. But we're also adding in, remember, indenting too. Only the first line is indented. So go ahead. We have about 30 minutes left of, our writing for the day. Yes, sorry.
So we can't write about what you just wrote about.
Yeah, you can't write about mashed potatoes, October, or a job.
We don't have.
Okay.
You don't have a job, exactly. Yes, Smith.
For our pre-writing, do you want it to look similar to what you have on the board? Just
Whatever,
more
however
detail
it's
and
easiest
different
for
things?
you to understand what you're trying to say. It does not have to look exactly like mine, but just make sure that you understand how you're setting it up. Yes, Sadie.
So what we're writing about, does it have to be like something to do with Thanksgiving?
No, just something you're thankful for. Anything, any three things. Okay, go ahead and start. Get out your grammar notebooks and get out your speller's dictionaries. Yes, Mason.
You know, those tents are you wrote on the board, can you write them like here and we wrote that?
Yeah, because you're going ahead and writing 3, so you can just fit them. You're not going to start your first paragraph until you have pre-written for 3. You may not have time to write 3 paragraphs, but you still need to have the pre-writing done for 3 things. Yes, Zadie.
So
Go ahead and begin as soon as you can listen to the questions, but go ahead and begin. As soon as you're ready, you may begin. If you have questions, though, please ask them.
when we did the sentences, if we use the whole page and just like maybe 2 lines.
You're just adding it to the end of this, because this is all about the same thing. And then remember, when you write your draft, if you're doing multiple paragraphs, do not skip a whole line between paragraphs. And make sure you indent the first line. That means put that 2 to 3 finger spaces between the pink line and your first word of your first sentence in the paragraph. Yes, Victoria.
So I was gonna write.
Hold on one second and I'll be right there. Go ahead and begin. And I'll come to you individually. Does anybody else have a question that the whole class might need to hear? That might be helpful for the whole class to hear. You will have until Friday to complete this. That means final draft and everything. So keep that in mind. You have until Friday to complete this. That means if it is Thursday afternoon and you are not finished, what becomes your homework on Thursday? Mason? Your paragraph in with flair and everything. I have special paper that you'll do it on. Like I have Thanksgiving themed paper that you will do. You don't need to come up with a title because it already has a title on it. Okay, you have 30 minutes to work on it today. I will not be conferencing with anybody today. However,